What's good, Timberwolves fans? This is Hot Takes with Hatim. If you could like my channel and subscribe down below if you haven't, that would be greatly appreciated. We'll break down the game. Our first L of the season. Take us out. So the Timberwolves lost today 127 to 91 points. The largest lead the Lakers had on the night was 42. We got outclassed. We got outplayed. Hats off to the Los Angeles Lakers. They owned us. Absolutely did not help that we were coming off of a back-to-back. But yeah, they didn't have AD, but we also didn't have our most experienced player on the floor, Karl Anthony-Towns. He's listed week to week. Our only shot of keeping this game close was if D'Angelo Russell could shoot us into this game and get everyone going. And that did not happen. He was 0 for 5. Anthony Edwards was 0 for 7 in the first quarter. The Los Angeles Lakers started off the first quarter shooting 14 of 17. That's about 90%. Really well organized defense where they continually clogged the paint. It made it difficult for any of our players to drive the lane and get anything going. Even a simple layup was tough to get tonight. So yeah, everyone played bad. There is no need to talk about anyone's stats tonight. The only thing you need to know is that the first quarter ended a 17-point game, then it turned into a 23-point game, then it turned into a 30-point game, and then we were down by 40 and ended the game 127 to 91. Because everyone that normally starts in our rotation played poorly, let's focus on some people who got more playing time today. Jaden McDaniels' minutes looked okay. He had a couple of blocks. He made 2 3-pointers. Happy he got to get his first points of the season. Jordan McLaughlin, he came in somewhere in the third. J-Mac looked okay as well, just running the offense. Had a couple of layups go for himself. Didn't really shoot the 3 ball, but again, he deserved his spot from playing well last year. Glad he has a roster spot. Jared Vanderbilt played. The only thing I'm seeing from him is that he works hard getting rebounds. Don't really know what his offensive game is and how he's going to impact this team. If there was a small little bright spot on today, it's that Layman had 6 to 8 points in that last quarter. Hoping these 6 to 8 points in the last minutes in the third and fourth quarter will help carry some momentum into his minutes as a starter. Maybe he'll get some easy buckets driving to the rim, shooting some 3-pointers, or cutting to the basket and getting an open layup. But yeah, the game was that easy. They just picked us apart. I wish I had more to tell you. The only reason my face has probably looked upset this entire video is that we didn't get to watch our Timberwolves even compete. In my last video, I said this game was important for us because we were going to see how we stack up to the level of competition, to the reigning world champions of the finals. We were going to see how we would perform. And we clearly failed this test. We were absolutely not prepared, no matter having Cat. I understand that there are some circumstances that matter. We're on a back-to-back, we're on the road, we don't have Cat, but at least some sort of competition. I mean, getting 40 balled? Let's see what Saunders does. Man, D'Lo, I'm not over how poorly you played, especially after those clutch shots you hit in Utah. To just not be able to get a bucket during any of your minutes in the first quarter was rough. Okay. I'm going to stop talking about the Laker game. Let's talk about my hot take from the last episode that the Timberwolves are going to beat the Los Angeles Clippers. Now, that hot take was contingent on Karl Anthony-Towns still being in our roster. Assuming he is not going to play, assuming Kawhi Leonard, who got 8 stitches on Christmas Day, will also not play on Tuesday, we have a shot at winning this one. Okogie will be back. He got injured early in this Laker game. He just has some cramps. I think he'll be fine and ready to go by Tuesday. Okogie, Malik, Jarrett Culver, Anthony Edwards, Rubio. I think that we'll be able to stop, at the very least, Paul George and all the rest of their guards and wings. And because of the same pressure that we are able to apply against Utah, we should be able to make it quite difficult on the Los Angeles Clippers. That is, if we come out with the same intensity. D'Lo comes out with that killer scoring mentality. Yes, D'Lo does have a tough matchup with Patrick Beverley guarding him. Yes, Malik Beasley will also have a tough matchup with Paul George guarding him. I know they got punched in the mouth by Dallas today, and so did we. So both teams are going to have something to compete for come Tuesday, which is our next upcoming game. And I think we'll come out with a win, and we'll be 3-1 at the end of our road trip to play our home game against Russell Westbrook and Bradley Beal. And that would be my hot take. All things considered, if we end our first 4 games 2-2, that's not terrible. 3-1 would be much better. I should not be a sore loser over losing this Laker game. Saunders has his work cut out for him. We don't know how long Cat's going to be out, but we know it could be for a week to 2 weeks, which means he's going to have to adjust. With Towns and D'Lo in, I noticed we have 2 different kinds of offenses. One which is much more stagnant, kind of looks like a 2-man game, just a pick and roll, and if nothing's working, we kick it out. Our other sort of offense is much more fluid. We're getting the ball moving. I'm sure we will see much more of that. Curious as to how our defense is going to look. We're going to see much more of Ed Davis. We tried the zone today. That also did not work. Saunders is going to have to adjust on both the offense and defensive end. In this day in Wolves history, on December 27th, 2013, the Timberwolves beat the Washington Wizards 120-98. Kevin Love scored 25 points, 11 rebounds. Nikola Pekovic scored 18 points, 10 rebounds. If you don't know who that is and you're too young, Google him. John Wall for the Washington Wizards had 27 points and 6 assists. This is Hot Takes with Hatim, guys, hoping for better Timberwolves nights and nothing like this to ever happen again. If you could subscribe to my channel, like my video, share this with any Timberwolves fans, I would greatly appreciate it. We're on the road to 100 subscribers, only 28 more to go till we hit that milestone. Take care, guys. Peace out. Let's go, Wolves.